It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And this one features the Saints' rangy cornerback, whose team should stop targeting with how many picks he has this season. It's the Saints and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by NEEEW. The Saints defense out to go to work here. Sensational a week ago in the victory. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And he really played well last week. This whole defense did, as a matter of fact. Anytime you can hold your opponent under 10 points, you've got a great chance to come away with a victory, and that's exactly what they did.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hurts. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle they go. It's Cox. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The New Orleans defense back out onto the field. They're down 3-0 here as this next drive starts, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Now a handoff up the middle. Cox. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Nifty move. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Cox, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
The Saints about ready to go now on defense. They trail here in the second quarter as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Cox. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The New Orleans defense back out onto the field. And they're down a couple of scores here early, so the focus certainly is going to be on not letting this deficit get any wider. They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the right side and intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Saints about ready to go now on defense. They're in the ball game, but could use a stop here. Trailing in this third quarter as this next drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And that is incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass.
The New Orleans defense back out onto the field. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense who just punted. So now they'll try to force a punt themselves. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the left side. It's Cox, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the move to his left. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Saints about ready to go now on defense. They're out there trying to protect this fourth quarter lead. So this a big drive as it begins 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cox. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The New Orleans defense back out onto the field. And this game is coming down to the wire, so they know this is the drive that will likely decide. He'll look to throw. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. They'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for New Orleans, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be on.
It's week 11 of the 2033 season, and this one features the Saints' superstar cornerback. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Saints and the Eagles, next on
first down, they'll run. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throw on third down. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! New set of downs for him from the 46. Now we're on the counter. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. Moving on into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on... to throw it on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. That score was less about the throw. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. And the Saints go in nickel. 3rd down. They'll throw it. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Saints have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Give on the counter. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll throw it from his own end zone. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
They'll run here on 1st down. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Eagles working here. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Saints get it as he records yet another interception in a career campaign.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. And if you had another rushing play on your bingo board, you are correct. They go play action on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Catch is made down the right sideline. Oh, this big guy is moving. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
They hold him to a modest gain here to the 19. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Saints get it as he records yet another interception in a career campaign.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. So we hit the end of the third quarter. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They bring their tight end left. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just fine.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Saints have some new life in the fourth. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
They send a man in motion. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Dropping back to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Running it after the penalty. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features the Saints' superstar cornerback. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Saints and the Bucks. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the West Coast. The Saints defense ready to go to work here on this Sunday night. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And boy, was he sensational a week ago. 1 interception is great. 2 is tremendous. Once you get beyond that, that's the game of your life. But that's what he was able to accomplish a week ago. And I wouldn't be surprised if the opposing offense steers clear of him here.
Throwing to start the drive. Parrish. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
He completes it to Hunter. 7 yards there and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Parrish. That's caught by Kelly. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 33. They'll run on 1st down. It's Wagner. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Parrish. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get...
The Saints about ready to go now on defense. Nothing on the scoreboard for either side here.
On the jump.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. In motion right here, Hunter. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to throw now on 1st down. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. The New Orleans defense back out onto the field. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own here as this drive begins with a 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Parrish, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the map.
The Saints about ready to go now on defense. Their guys have the lead here in this first half, and they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Kramer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
In motion left goes a tight end. 2nd and 6. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. The New Orleans defense back out onto the field. Throwing to start the drive. Parrish got his man complete over the middle. That's Kelly. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Off play action. Parrish. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Kelly. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Parrish. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game.
The Saints about ready to go now on defense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Up the middle they go. Wagner. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Off play action. Parrish. He finds his man. Complete. That's Kramer. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wagner, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his man. Complete. It's Kramer. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The New Orleans defense back out onto the field. They'll try to put together a stop as this drive begins with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Parrish. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Wagner. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Wagner, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Holding offense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Saints, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.